I'm going to show you guys a tip to make your art more readable. We're going to be talking about graphic shapes. So I think of graphic shapes as three things: graphic shapes, light shapes, and shadow shapes. So when designing a piece, or for me more specifically designing a character design, when I'm doing thumbnail sketches, I keep in mind graphic shapes, which are basically large chunks of information for the viewer. And of course, these graphic shapes will differ piece from piece depending on your character design, because of course, different characters will require different shape language. We're going to look at my fan art piece of Kelsier from Mistborn as an example for this. When designing my thumbnails, I knew that I mostly wanted Kelsier to be made up of squares and triangles, so I designed him with a lot of those large graphic shapes in mind. One of the most notable being his cape, which is basically just like one triangle pointing up at his face. And then with his forearms being a focal point of the image, I designed them to be really thick and blocky. Those are my two main graphic shapes for this piece. Now we're going to look at the shadow and light shapes. So the best example we could see of it in this piece are probably in his pants, where this whole section here and here is a shadow shape, and this here is all a light shape. So whether these are rendered or not, it will communicate the same amount of visual language to the viewer, that this side is in shadow and this side is in light. And so once I've designed the shadow and light shapes in a way that I think is appealing, then I'll go in and render it out. And I know I said that whether you render or not, it will have the same visual communication, but rendering things is like eye candy. It just makes it look nicer. So again, keep in mind large graphic shapes when designing anything. Keep in mind light and shadow shapes in your design and making those appealing and readable to the viewer. Anyways, I'll be doing more of these, so if you guys are interested, hit the follow, stick around, learn more, see more. I like making art. I like you guys seeing my art, so follow me so you can see my art more.